Hey everyone, how's it going? It's that nerd Ryan here, and today we are going to be reviewing the book Thrawn Ascendancy Lesser Evil. This is the final book in the Ascendancy trilogy. It also wraps itself up nicely for the entire Thrawn series that's been going on. Basically, if you guys don't know, the original Thrawn trilogy is like the original trilogy, and then the Ascendancy is the prequel trilogy. So it does kind of have like a similar ending, I guess, where the the heroes did win, but at a great cost, and the main character is not a winner, I guess is the best way to say it. So we will talk spoilers basically right away. This book's been out for a while. Just took me forever to read it because of the High Republic stuff and because it is a thick book. This is the longest book, I think, in the entire Thrawn series. Definitely in the Ascendancy trilogy. And it goes without saying that this has the most lore, and also with it being the final book in the trilogy, it has a lot of spoilers. So, without further ado, let's talk about it. So, we get little interlude stories, memories, flashbacks. The chapters are called memories in this. I think it's 10 or 11 that we get of these. And it basically goes from Thrawn's friend Thras, who is basically his brother, and shows how they became friends all the way up to Thras's death, and it's all through Thras's perspective and how they infiltrated or helped stop a rival family, bunch of pirates from, I believe it was the Clar family. Yes, it is. That's something we'll talk about in a minute. That stole a super secret weapon. They helped thwart that and everything like that. And then we have the main story, which basically picks up from where Greater Good left off, of the expansionary defense fleet stopping, finding like the rest of the Nicodern and trying to wipe them out, while also the Grisks and Jixtus, yes, I said it right the first time. A lot of hard names to pronounce in this, are regrouping using the Kilji Illuminae, which are a new group that are introduced in this book, to basically tear apart the Chiss from the inside. There's a lot of not even galactic power politics in this book. There is Chiss politics very heavy in this book, and Chiss politics gets more confusing than real world politics and galactic politics combined. The whole trilogy kind of suffered from this, of being very hard to follow on Chiss politics, but this book was the hardest one to follow because it was so focused. Basically, there's 9 ruling families and then 40 greater families. It's hard to remember all the families, obviously, but I believe in the front of the book we have... Where is it? Oh, yeah. Or not. Oh, yeah, we do. We have the 9 ruling families. There's a little like syllabus on like how like the families work, how their ranks are, and who the 9 families are, and all the military ranks, even though some ranks don't even show up in the entire trilogy that I remember. We also get some revelations in this that are very, very cool. We get to meet Thrawn's sister for a chapter. We get to see the Magus from the last book basically possess Sherry and other stuff like that. We also find out how the Skywalker program truly works, and we also get to see probably one of the best written battles in Star Wars. With saying that, there is a lot of weakness being like politics in on this. Not saying like politics are bad, we shouldn't have politics in Star Wars, but just politics are so convoluted that it's very hard to follow and it's very hard to remember certain characters' families and their motives with that and stuff like that. The three families that like stood out were, of course, the Myth, because that's Thrawn's family, the Irizi, because another character is Irizi, and that is also a rival family to the Myth, and the Klar, which are the like kind of main focus of the families in this one, basically. But after a while, it gets a little confusing on who's what. And then we get a character that's been in all three books, but is kind of thrown in there, or at least the last book in this book is kind of thrown in there, talking about their family, with which I believe is pronounced Sap family, CSAP, and like talking about how that family works in, and then it's like, I don't get why that's important right now, because they're just popping that in there and stuff like that, which is nice with immersion. I like books that do immerse you into it, where you have like stupid conversations and stuff like that, which the dialogue in this book is very good. We never see in Thrawn's perspective. Thrawn. Very hard. Again, even Thrawn, I can't pronounce the name half the time. Except for in the epilogue, we don't get Thrawn's perspective. We get everybody else's, and that's where these books thrive. Even though I loved Thrawn Alliances, I felt the issue was being in Thrawn's head in that book, and that never happened in any of the other books, as far to my memory. And it doesn't happen in this book, which was great, because I kind of like how they treat him almost as if he is a unknown force. Like, people don't understand how he works and stuff like that. And I like the reader guessing on that too. Gistics also. I feel like he was a very good villain. He kind of felt like a Thanos in a sense. Like, I was reading with Josh Brolin's voice for some reason, but like, he was basically the Moriarty to Thrawn's Sherlock, which was also great. But yeah, so with doing that and not getting too much into spoilers, I will rank this book and we'll wrap it up here. I thought Thrawn Ascendancy, Lesser Evil was a great book. Again, there was some convoluted stuff in it with the politics and stuff like that. But other than that, the story was kind of easy to follow. I give it an 8 out of 10. The next book that we'll be reviewing is Queen's Hope. I did actually just start reading it, so hopefully within 2 weeks we'll get it up. I'm planning to read 2 chapters a day. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and follow me on all my social media down below. It's that Nerd Ryan telling you, have an amazing day.